We turn now to first alert weather. What a glorious day yesterday was.
My goodness.
Tevin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I always say my Venmo is open. Feel free to leave whatever
Thank
you
you
want.
as well.
All I can see is the background here and the sunrise. This is how you want to start your Thursday, right?
This is how you want to start the Thursday. And I think we're going to end Thursday a little bit wet, and I'll explain more about why. Now, I do want to just preface this by saying, too, the weekend will also be wet. So we will continue our streak of wet weekends here in New England. But for now, we're enjoying the sunshine. It seems like, by the way, so far we've picked up about 1.5 inches of rainfall for the month of May so far. Normally, we'd have almost sliced that in half. So it has been wetter than usual for the month, and that trend does continue. It's an area of low pressure that brought us a lot of those showers the past couple of days. Now this boundary will actually be the instigator for a few pockets of rainfall this evening. And then this area of low pressure that arrives tomorrow will be the bulk of the rain that we see through Friday. And remember, I said this, delayed departure for rain on Saturday, which means Saturday evening, we still unfortunately have the potential of showers. But for Mother's Day, we do think overall, with high pressure in the vicinity, should be much calmer, much nicer, and temperatures are back into the 60s and 70s. If you've got to head out the door over the next couple of moments, just know there's a chance of afternoon showers, so do need to carry the umbrella today and the raincoat. 68 for a high this afternoon in Boston, 70s across the interior, 51 degrees tonight as those downpours begin, and they will likely continue tomorrow in the form of a wind-swept rain, which means it will be a very raw feel to the day with those gusty winds out 15 to maybe even 25 miles an hour blowing in from the east. Highs tomorrow in the low 50s, mind you, too, so we're not climbing too much after tonight. Right around noontime, we start to take on an onshore wind that creates, you can't really tell, as a meteorologist I can, though, that creates a little boundary, blows in a boundary from the east towards the west. That's known as a sea breeze, and that collides with a boundary coming in from the west. So for that reason, we do start to take on a few more showers at 5 o'clock this afternoon through Worcester and also across northern Rhode Island. And that's just the first round. Look at how that really flares up and blossoms now with daytime heating as temperatures are in the 60s and 70s. So if you're out late tonight, just know that there will be pockets of downpours. That's just the beginning of this whole thing, though. I think tomorrow morning at 7 to 8, it is very foggy. It's also quite humid, too. And then we're off to the races with a couple of rounds of downpours Friday evening and into Saturday morning. Our high temperatures today, at the very least, are in the upper 60s to low 70s. So for that reason, it will feel sort of like yesterday, where highs were in the upper 60s and low 70s. It's the last little bit of that, though, as tomorrow we drop down into the 50s. We've issued a first alert for the potential of flooding tomorrow. We'll talk more about where coming up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Late day sunshine on Saturday. Mother's Day looking swell, looking fine at 74 high. Upper 70s on the way early next week.